Chapter 1. Intro. Why ancient mindfulness still matter. Have you ever wondered why millions of people around the world practice mindfulness? Or why ancient meditation techniques from thousands of years ago are suddenly everywhere, from corporate boardrooms to smartphone apps? Today we're going on a journey through 3 powerful mindfulness traditions that have survived for centuries. And here's the amazing part. You can start using them today, right where you are, without changing anything about your life. Whether you're dealing with stress, looking for inner peace, or simply curious about meditation, these ancient practices offer something profound. They don't require special equipment, expensive retreats, or hours of sitting in uncomfortable positions. All they require is your attention. Chapter 2. Vipassana. Seeing things as they really are. Let's start with Vipassana, often called insight meditation. This practice comes directly from the Buddha himself over 2,500 years ago. The word Vipassana means to see things as they really are, and that's exactly what this practice helps you do. The technique is beautifully simple. You sit comfortably and observe your breath. Just watch it flowing in and out. No need to control it or change it, just observe. Then you expand this awareness to your body sensations. Maybe you notice tension in your shoulders. Perhaps there's warmth in your hands. You simply observe without judgment. But here's where Vipassana becomes truly powerful. You begin to notice your thoughts and emotions the same way. A worried thought appears, you observe it. Anger rises, you watch it. Joy bubbles up, you notice it. You don't push anything away. You don't cling to anything. You just observe. What happens when you practice this regularly is remarkable. You start to see that every thought, every emotion, every sensation is temporary. They arise, they stay for a while, and then they pass away. Nothing is permanent. This isn't just a philosophy. It's something you directly experience. In your daily life, Vipassana becomes a superpower. Imagine someone cuts you off in traffic. Instead of immediately reacting with anger, you pause. You notice the heat rising in your chest. You observe the angry thoughts forming. And in that space of observation, something magical happens. You realize you have a choice. You don't have to be controlled by that anger. You can let it pass through you like a cloud passing through the sky. This is exactly what Eckhart Tolle means when he says, "You are not your thoughts, you are the awareness behind the thoughts." Vipassana practitioners have been discovering this truth for over 2 millennia. Chapter 3. Zen. Presence in every action. Now let's journey to ancient China and Japan, where Zen Buddhism developed around the 6th century. If Vipassana is about observing, Zen is about being. Completely, fully, absolutely being present in whatever you're doing. Zen masters discovered something profound. They realized that enlightenment isn't found only in meditation halls. It's found in every single moment of life. The Zen saying goes, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. The activities don't change, your presence in them does. In Zen, everything becomes a meditation. Making tea isn't just about getting a hot drink. It's about feeling the weight of the kettle, hearing the water boil, watching the steam rise, sensing the warmth of the cup in your hands. Each action is performed with complete awareness, complete presence. There's a famous Zen story about a student who asked his master, "What is Buddha?" The master replied, 3 pounds of flax. This might seem nonsensical, but the master was pointing to the immediate reality right in front of them. The sacred isn't somewhere else, it's right here, right now, in the most ordinary things. Zen monks practice walking meditation, where each step is taken with full awareness. They practice eating meditation, where each bite is fully experienced. They even practice cleaning meditation, where sweeping becomes a sacred act of presence. This connects beautifully with what Ramana Maharshi taught. He said that self-realization isn't about adding something new to your life. It's about recognizing what's already here. The stillness, the awareness, the consciousness that's always been present beneath the noise of the mind. In your daily life, Zen practice means doing one thing at a time with your whole being. When you're washing dishes, you're just washing dishes. Not planning tomorrow's meeting or replaying yesterday's argument. Just feeling the warm water, the smooth plates, the bubbles forming and popping. This simple practice can transform the most mundane activities into moments of deep peace. Chapter 4. Thai Forest Tradition. Awareness in Daily Life. Now let's travel to the forests of Thailand, where for centuries monks have lived in simple huts, practicing what's known as the Thai Forest Tradition. This tradition, which gained prominence in the early 20th century through teachers like Ajahn Chah, takes mindfulness out of the meditation hall and into every aspect of life. Forest monks live by a simple principle: every moment is an opportunity for awareness. They don't see meditation as something you do for an hour in the morning and then forget about. For them, mindfulness is a continuous practice from the moment they wake up until they fall asleep. One of their core practices is mindfulness of the body. They maintain constant awareness of their posture, whether standing, walking, sitting, or lying down. They know exactly what their body is doing at each moment. This might sound exhausting, but it actually becomes natural and effortless with practice. When eating, forest monks practice what they call contemplation of food. They don't just mindlessly consume their meal. They reflect on where the food came from, the farmers who grew it, the sun and rain that nourished it, the people who prepared it. Each bite is eaten with gratitude and awareness. Walking meditation is huge in this tradition. Monks create walking paths in the forest where they pace back and forth, synchronizing their breathing with their steps. But here's the key: they're not trying to get anywhere. The walking itself is the practice. Each step is taken with full awareness of the foot lifting, moving, and placing. This tradition offers something incredibly practical for modern life. You don't need a forest to practice this way. Your hallway can be a walking path. Your lunch break can be a mindfulness session. Your commute can become a meditation. Ajahn Chah used to say, "If you let go a little, you will have a little peace. If you let go a lot, you will have a lot of peace. If you let go completely, you will have complete peace." This isn't about giving up on life. It's about releasing our death grip on trying to control everything. Chapter 5. Modern Connections. Tolle and Ramana. What's fascinating is how these ancient traditions align perfectly with modern teachers. Eckhart Tolle, perhaps the most influential spiritual teacher of our time, essentially teaches the same principles that Buddhist monks have practiced for centuries. When he talks about the power of now, he's describing what Zen masters call beginner's mind, approaching each moment fresh, without the burden of past or future. When Tolle teaches about watching the pain body, those accumulated emotional reactions we carry, he's describing exactly what Vipassana practitioners do when they observe sensations and emotions without attachment. Ramana Maharshi's method of self-inquiry, constantly asking, "Who am I?" mirrors the forest tradition's emphasis on continuous awareness. Both practices lead to the same recognition: you are not your thoughts, emotions, or body. You are the awareness that observes all these things. Chapter 6. How to practice these traditions today. So how can you actually use these traditions in your daily life? Let me give you specific practical techniques you can start using immediately. First, try the Vipassana pause. Several times throughout your day, just stop for 30 seconds. Notice your breathing. Notice any sensations in your body. Notice what thoughts are present. Don't try to change anything. Just observe. This simple practice can completely change how you respond to stressful situations. Second, pick one daily activity for Zen practice. Maybe it's your morning coffee. Tomorrow, when you make it, do nothing else. Don't check your phone. Don't plan your day. Just make coffee. Feel the weight of the mug. Smell the aroma. Taste that first sip. Be completely present with your coffee. Third, try the forest traditions walking practice. You don't need a special place. Even walking from your car to your office can become a meditation. Feel each step. Notice how your weight shifts. Be aware of your breathing. Instead of rushing to your destination, enjoy the journey. Here's something powerful. Combine all three approaches. When you're stressed, use Vipassana to observe the stress without judgment. When you're doing tasks, use Zen presence to fully engage. Throughout your day, use forest-style continuous awareness to stay grounded. These practices work because they address the root cause of our suffering, our tendency to be everywhere except here, every when except now. We're constantly lost in thoughts about the past or future, missing the only moment we ever actually have, this one. The beauty of these traditions is that they don't require you to believe anything. They're not asking you to accept any dogma or join any group. They're simply inviting you to pay attention to your actual experience, to wake up to what's already here. Think about it. How much of your day do you spend fully present? How often are you completely here, not lost in thoughts, worries, or distractions? These ancient practices offer a way back to presence, back to peace, back to yourself. And here's the amazing thing, the benefits are immediate. You don't have to practice for years to see results. The moment you become present, even for a few seconds, there's relief. There's space, there's peace. It's like taking a deep breath after holding it for too long. Chapter 7. Science confirms the benefits. Modern science is now confirming what these traditions have known for millennia. Brain scans show that mindfulness meditation literally changes your brain structure. It reduces the size of the amygdala, the fear center, and increases the prefrontal cortex, associated with awareness and emotional regulation. It lowers cortisol, reduces inflammation, and boosts immune function. But beyond all the scientific benefits, these practices offer something even more valuable: freedom. Freedom from being controlled by your thoughts and emotions. Freedom from the constant mental chatter. Freedom to respond rather than react. Freedom to actually enjoy your life instead of just rushing through it. Start small. Don't try to meditate for an hour on your first day. Just take one conscious breath. Really feel it. That's meditation. Take one mindful step. That's walking meditation. Eat one bite of food with full attention. That's eating meditation. Remember, mindfulness isn't about perfection. You'll forget to be present hundreds of times a day. That's normal. The practice is simply returning to presence whenever you remember. Each return is a victory. Each moment of awareness is complete in itself. Chapter 8. Conclusion. Peace is already here. These ancient traditions have survived for thousands of years for one simple reason: they work. They don't promise to eliminate all your problems or make your life perfect. But they do offer something precious, the ability to be at peace with whatever life brings. So here's my challenge for you. Pick one thing from this video. Maybe it's the 30-second Vipassana pause. Maybe it's mindful coffee drinking. Maybe it's conscious walking. Whatever resonates with you, try it today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. You don't need to go to Tibet. You don't need to join a monastery. You don't need to sit in lotus position. You just need to be here, now, aware. The ancient wisdom is available to you in this very moment. The path to peace isn't somewhere out there. It's right where you're sitting. The journey to awareness doesn't require you to go anywhere. It asks you to arrive where you already are. These traditions aren't asking you to become someone else. They're inviting you to discover who you really are beneath all the mental noise. This is the gift of ancient mindfulness traditions. They're not ancient because they're outdated. They're ancient because they're timeless. They worked for monks in forests and monasteries. They work for CEOs in boardrooms. They work for parents juggling kids and careers. They'll work for you too. If this resonates with you, explore it further. Read Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now. Look into Vipassana courses. Find Zen teachings online. Learn about the Thai forest masters. But most importantly, practice. Even 1 minute of presence is worth more than hours of reading about it. Remember, you already have everything you need. The awareness is already there. The peace is already within you. These practices just help you recognize what's always been present. Thank you for joining me on this journey through ancient wisdom. If you found value in this, please share it with someone who might benefit. Subscribe for more content on practical spirituality, mindfulness, and living with presence. And remember, the next time you feel stressed, overwhelmed, or lost in thought, just pause, breathe, and come back to now. The ancient masters are smiling, knowing you've discovered the secret they've been sharing all along. Peace isn't found by adding more to your life. It's found by being present with what's already here. This moment, this breath, this awareness, this is where freedom lives. dailyselfwisdom.com